Hey there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and it's New Comic Book Day. Well, it should be New Comic Book Day for me, but no, my comics didn't come. Looks like they got put into the mail a day late. So hopefully I have them here tomorrow, Saturday, so I can get some of them read, so I can talk about them on the Comic Book Roundtable. But I figured, since how I don't have my comics, I need to order my comics. I was planning on doing it this weekend anyway. I figured I would use this time that I would be cutting a video showing you what I got and reading some comics to order more comics. This makes sense, right? So we're just gonna kind of dive into this. I order my comics through Discount Comic Book Service. We'll do some screen sharing here and see if I can get this to work right. And let's kind of talk about what I get while I'm getting it. So we'll see how that all pans out. I do have my comments up. I'll try and pay attention to that, but it always kind of gets lost in the mix of things when I'm doing a comic book order. So we'll see how that goes. So let me see if I can get share the right screen here. And yep, it looks like the home screen there. Yep. Okay, so yes, Discount Comic Book Service, the opening page here. I'm going to order myself some books. I usually just start out at the top of the pre-orders, and I just work my way down alphabetically, usually to start out with. So I'm going to start out by looking at Boom Studio. Maybe. Try it again. Oh, it's going to be ornery, huh? Okay, so. Oh, you piece of... Hey, there we go. Wow, that was taking a lot to get clicked on that. Holy cows. All righty, so gonna start out Boom Studios. There are some Boom Studio books that I have been picking up, so I like to cruise through and just see what is with Boom Studio, what's going on, what they're reading and whatnot. And if you hear me slurping, that's me drinking my tea. So we're gonna blaze through a lot of these comics because a lot of these comics are comics that I read. Adventure Time comics. All right, issue number 71 of Adventure Time. That's pretty amazing. Adventure Time is a fun cartoon. I probably would actually dig the comic book too. As much as I don't actually read much that's like, if it's a show or a cartoon or whatnot, typically I will not pick up the comic book of it. So, and a lot of Boom Studios, it's kind of like IDW. They own a lot of properties, it seems like, so they're doing comic books for a lot of other properties and stuff, like the Big Trouble in Little China. They're still running strong. Let's see here. Pretty exciting stuff, huh? Let's see. Power Ranger stuff. So here's the first comic that I'll be picking up. It is going to be Grass Kings, or issue 10 of Grass Kings. Shelley's mysterious past is revealed as she and Maria explore the kingdom. So Maria's our transplant from the city across the lake, I believe. And I think Shelley's a person who's lived there quite some time. So anyway, really enjoy this this comic. What you see is what you get on the cover there, that illustration. So I'll be picking it up. First trade comes out. Clearly it comes out. So the Jim Henson storyteller stuff is continuing on. Always somewhat attempted by it. So I'm going to be picking up this. This is Judas. This is issue 1 of 4. It's a 4-issue miniseries, it looks like. I get it at a discount of 50% off, so it's going to cost me $1.99. I am not a Bible person per se. I do like stories that have to do with Judas, though. So it's saying here that this is the Emmy and WGA Award nominated writer Jeff Loveless, who did Marvel's Nova, which I didn't read that. presents an exploration of the classic biblical character, perfect for fans of Preacher and the Goddamned. Judas Iscariot journeys through life and death, grappling with his place in the greatest story ever told, and how much of his part was preordained. In a religion built on redemption and forgiveness, one man had to sacrifice himself for everyone, and it wasn't Jesus. Art is done by Jakub Rabelka, and I don't know if that's who did the cover because they're not giving us cover art descriptions, but plan on picking this up. And just so you know, this is ordering these books in October, but these are books that are actually going to come out in December. So I'll definitely be picking that up. I'm a sucker for all the Judas stuff. So it looks like that Klaus is having a one-shot. Oh, actually, there's a Klaus one-shot and a Crisis in Xmasville. I thought Klaus was okay. Here's the one-shot. This is a one-shot winter special. It's actually expected to ship. Oh, okay. So this is the Witch of Winter one-shot. I don't know if this is an epic oversized one-shot. So it's actually $8. Well, in my case, it would be $5.19. Them telling a one-shot story, and then there's also this, which I don't know how many issues that this is going to be. It's a new mini series, Klaus and the Crisis at Xmasville. There were elements of it I really liked, but when it got towards the end of it, it just, I don't know, kind of petered out for me. So art's great. Dan Mora artwork is excellent in this. So this is a brand new Klaus special. An evil Santa from an alternate dimension has found an evil, because everything's evil, soda corporation that uses Christmas and Santa as a marketing tactic to build their fortunes. Only Klaus can defeat the Pola Cola Corp and the zombie-like Santas that are in the evil Santa's thralls. So I don't know if that means it's just literally just gonna be one book. Oh, it must be. It must be another one shot because it's saying that it's $8, $5.19 for me because I get 35% off. I'm not getting either of those. I did enjoy Klaus up to a point, but not enough to continue picking up things about it. So I will not continue on with that. Let's see what else we got here. And I got to write down the Judas thing. I probably won't forget that because that's enough out of the way. But this Discount Comic Book Service has a poll list feature. It never works very well for me, but I know other people who use it. So I've got myself a notepad that actually write down all the new comics I get, so I don't forget to get like issue 2 or issue 1, and then forget about like issue 2 or whatever. So I don't want to get caught in that. So it is, but yeah. Checking the comments really quickly. Jocko's asking me, yeah, no comics today. I hope to get them tomorrow. They're a little slow on ordering or shipping them out. They shipped them out a day late, so I hope that means I get them tomorrow, Saturday, so I can talk some comics. Uh-oh, I clicked on the wrong screen. Give me a second here. There we go. All righty. See, what is this? This looks like a potentially cool. See, I love that cover. Pizzeria Kamikaze. I love that cover. That floating island with rock falling off the bottom, the white cat above it. So this is another well, it's an original graphic novel. I guess that's the GN, right? Graphic novel, hardcover version of it. I'm gonna wait for a softcover version to come out, and then I may pick it up. I just gonna love the way it looks. Presented for the first time in color. Award-winning writer Edgar Kritt, which wrote 7 Good Years, an Eisner Award-winning cartoonist, Yasef Hanka. Oh boy, am I killing the names here. The Realist. Powerful graphic novel, Pizzeria Kamikaze, is a most unexpected story of love, loss, and escape. Morty wanted to get away, now condemned to an afterlife exclusively for all victims of suicide. He still has to attend a crappy job in a place no less crappy than the place he came from. When he discovers that his beloved ex-girlfriend is there too, he embarks on a much-needed road trip through the absurdist and fantastical landscape to find her. So, sounds cool. I just don't need it in hardback. Actually, I probably do need it in hardback, but I'm not going to get it in hardback. Well, my discount's $16.24, $25 normally. So, sounds cool. I'm going to pick it up, but I want to pick up a softback version, not a hardback version of it. So, and if you're into the old cartoons from what, the 90s? Is it the 90s? Rocko's Modern Life, Rugrats. So I think DaCosta is on. John? Nope, he's not on. I thought maybe he was. I was going to ask him what he thought of Slam, because I think he was reading Slam, because Slam is in issue 4 of the next series of Slam. So clearly somebody's liking it. Then we get into the Steven Universe stuff. Steven Universe ongoing. I've enjoyed Destroyer. It's now out in trade paperback. The WWE stuff. And that's it. And I was thinking there was some other. So the other Boom Studio stuff I used to get has since ended. I don't have any more orders for it. The Unsound was excellent. It was a Boom Studio thing. So that'd be it for Boom Studio. I'm going to move on to Dark Horse. And here we are, the Dark Horse Comics. I don't read any of the Alien stuff. No New Gods this time around. Or not New Gods, but American Gods. It looks like it's putting out a trade. So I don't know if that means it's ended or not. I kind of hope it does. This is a Body Voice. She's reading it. I'm not interested at all. So end up not being for me. They put out lots of art books, concept art for video games and whatnot. Art of Dishonored, Art of Doomed, Art of, Fire Emblem Awaken, Art of Gears of War, Art of Mass Effect. They do all kinds of art books, which I'm not interested in any of those to actually own. They're kind of cool to look at, but not anything I'm that interested in. Art of Wolfenstein. Lots of... Okay, so... Black Hammer. No new Black Hammer stuff to order yet. It does come back next year. I am definitely getting this. This is BPRD, The Devil You Know, issue number 5. Love all the BPRD stuff, so definitely be picking this up. So, Return to the Demolished Headquarters. The site of Kate's death reunites the old team members as Abe pursues a demon, and Vararia reveals her terrifying plans. So, very much looking forward to this. All those people in the background on that cover are pretty much gone. How are they going to deal with that? So, I'm looking forward to checking that out. I love all the BPRD stuff, all the Hellboy kind of stuff. So, definitely be picking that up. Let's see. Some of the trades, the Buffy the Vampire stuff, I'm not interested in. Not picking up Department H. Mistake. Probably should have picked that up in singles. At some point, I'll find a good deal on trades, and I'll pick those up in trade. Because I hear good things. Lots of Dragon Age stuff, which I'm not interested in. Oh. So I don't know what the heck this is about. I'm kind of tempted just because of the artist that's on it. So the Empowered and Sista Spooky's High School Hell #1. Solely because the artist is Carla Speed McNeil on it, and I like her artwork. I'm just not sure. Empowered's actually a comic, right? I'm pretty sure. Frenemy, Sista Spooky, is one of the schoolgirls who sold her soul for hotness, but was granted even more magic than beauty. Now, both superheroines find themselves trapped in a high school hellscape by Spooky's infernal service provider, with her blonde ex-classmate plotting ritual murder to claim her magic for themselves. Yeah, it's based on the Empowered comic, so I'm probably not gonna pick it up based on that. Not necessarily interested in that, but I like the artist, so I'm always curious to check out stuff that's by that artist. So we'll see. Halo stuff. Not interested in Halo stuff at all. Harrow County, I'm picking up in trades, not in singles. Let's keep looking at that. Man, it's already on 6. Get caught up on that. I am picking up this because I love the Hellboy winter specials. There's always a Hellboy winter special of some sort, and this is the Hellboy Krampusnacht, and it is written by Mike Mignola, art by Adam Hughes. That's really, I'm really curious about. So I have 3 cover choices. They're all the same price. You know, which one do I want? There's this one. I'm not sure who did the. This might be a Hughes cover. Kind of like that one. Then there's the sketch variant. Yeah, which is Adam Hughes. This is the sketch variant, which I would not get. If I'm going to get it, I'm going to get the colored version. And then the other choice, which is probably the one I'm going to take because I like Mignola art. So if Mignola puts his art on a cover, that's usually the one I will take, unless it's a long series. And this isn't. This is just like I believe it's a one shot. So I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get the Mignola one just because I like his style for Hellboy. So pick that up. I am picking up the Jenny Finn. At least I'm pretty sure I picked up the first issue. Yes, I did. So I'm going to keep picking it up. Ooh, love that cover. So it's a Mike Mignola cover. That's why I like the cover. So this is London's murderer has been executed, but they caught the wrong man. Despite desperate for answers, a group of Londoners hold a seance to contact the supposed killer. But his story of a young girl born of the sea who has arrived in London with a terrible curse only brings them more questions. Another Mike Mignola and Troy Nixie, written with Troy Nixie doing the actual art on it. So definitely picking this up. I like all this kind of stuff. I don't know if this is truly part of the Mignola universe. Sounds like it, feels like it. So I am going to pick it up. Trying to decide if I want to jump into the Joe Gollum occult detective stuff. It's written in like mini-series kind of a thing. I know that Sergeant America, Mike, he's been picking them up. He seems to like it. This is a new arc. This one is the Flesh and Blood. Occult detective Joe Gollum continues to protect New York City from supernatural danger when he investigates a home that has become the hotbed of paranormal activity. But the real danger may be from the person he least suspects. And so this is the beginning of a new arc. So there'll be stuff I may not know. So I'll hum and haw over that and decide by the time I'm done with this one, I'm going to jump on that. So Mass Effect stuff, coloring books, patches, trades. I like the Mass Effect game, but not interested in the paraphernalia or the comic books. See, now this is stuff I'm deeply interested in and want, but probably will go on a like a Christmas list or something. The Mobius Library editions. This is library edition of The Art of Edna, the Mobius Library Inside Mobius, hardcover volume 1. It's actually a special discount right now at $24.99 at 50% off. Just great stuff. Anything that's Mobius is, you're going to get good stuff. So I'm not putting that on my list of comics to order now, but it'll definitely be on my list of, hey, if you want to get me something, get me this. So, so the next thing I'm going to be getting is the Rasputin, Voice of the Dragon. This is a story about Rasputin. Rasputin, is a big player in the Magnolia universe, or was. He helped summon up Hellboy. So I'll definitely be picking this up too. I picked up issue 1 of it. Just trying to decide which cover do I want. This is Mike Huddleston cover, which is kind of cool, doing a seance there. And then there is this version of it, which Gregory Manches, which is, I like the style of art. I hate covers that are a mash of people all crushed together. So as much as I love the style of art, that painted look and whatnot, I'm pretty sure I picked up the regular cover of it, so I'm going to get that one. Check that out. Let's see here. No more new Rebels stuff, so we can go past that. Definitely picking up the Sherlock Frankenstein and the Legion of Evil. This is a spin-off book from Black Hammer. Black Hammer is so wonderful. Great art for this. David Rubin is doing the art. This is a David Rubin cover. It's the one I'm going to pick up. There's going to be some good stuff there. After discovering that Sherlock Frankenstein held a secret supervillain meeting right before the Black Hammer disappeared, the trail of clues leads Lucy Weber to one of her father's greatest arch enemies, the Metal Minotaur. So, yes, very much picking that up. Really have loved Black Hammer. Favorite book. So, let's see here. Continue on. No Tomb Raider stuff. I think we're about done, and we are done with the Dark Horse stuff. Checking my notes real quick to make sure I didn't miss any Dark Horse things. So we'll move on to DC Comics. Let's see here. I'm not picking up any of the normal bundles for the Rebirth stuff, that sort of stuff anymore. The only bundles I'm picking up are the Vertigo and the Young Animal bundles. 50% off if I buy the bundle. I pretty much like everything that's in them, if not everything that's in them, except for some of this stuff right now. There's almost nothing in them. Like, so Astro City, the Vertigo bundle is solely Astro City and Imaginary Fiends. So, but I will be picking up, picking it up. I like, I don't know if I like Imaginary Fiends yet, but I know I like Astro City. So, at a half price. So those 2 books are costing me $3.98. That's just a good deal. So pick that up. Same with the Young Animals bundle. The only thing that's in the bundle right now is the final issue of Bug Adventures and Foraging and Doom Patrol number 12. The rest of the books must be on hiatus at this point. But like I said, at 50% off, that's the way to buy those when I'm clearly interested in them anyway. Let's see. And then there's the New Age of DC Heroes. I don't know what bundle that is, what's in that. So we're going to check it out just to see. So, this is some of the new books. This bundle is. So this bundle is The Immortal Men, Damage, and The Silencer. And these are all, my understanding, these are all books that spin out of the whole metal thing that's going on right now. So I'm going to read the solicits on these actual comics before I decide whether or not I'm going to pick up a bundle of them. I mean, it is only $4.47 for 3 comics, which, that's almost the exact price of, a single comic of some of them. But I don't know that I'm even interested in any of them to be spending the $4.50 on it. So we're going to look at the actual solicitations. Then we'll come back if I decide I like those, I'll come back and pick it up in the bundle. Anyway, so I'm going to scroll down through some of this stuff because I'm not reading Action Comics or Aquaman. And of course, I'm picking up Astro City in the bundle. If I buy it outside of the bundle, it's 40% off, which is still a pretty decent deal. Okay, so I am picking up Batgirl. Still enjoying it. And of course, this looks like it's going to be a winter one, which is always fun. I love when books around December actually give us a December ish kind of a story and whatnot, which is always fun. Hope Larson's still writing this book. She's been writing it since the beginning, so 18 issues for her. And Chris Wildgoose is doing the art. He's been doing the art for a couple arcs now. I really like his art. Works really well for this style of comic and whatnot. So just having some fun. It's the holiday season in Burnside, and everyone is getting into the spirit, including Harley Quinn, after the Maid of Mischief infects Barbara Gordon's company party with a killer virus. Batgirl must embark on a wild goose chase around the city to find a cure. The clock's ticking. Will our hero save the day in time? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. I'll begin it because I've been enjoying Batgirl. Let's see. Get down to the Batman. Of course, we're picking up the Batman. This is Batman with Joel Jones doing artwork on it. This is Super Friends Part 1. Batman and Superman. For so many years, they fought together for justice. Anyway, so I'm definitely picking up the Batman stuff. I've been enjoying Batman as of recently. Joel Jones art, even if I wasn't currently reading Batman, I'd be picking it up for the Joel Jones artwork. So I'll pick up Batman number 36 and number 37. It's one of the few books left I'm still reading. That's the double shipping kind of a thing. So, of course, let's see here. Can you hear my cat meowing? Moon, be quiet. So I am definitely picking up Batman Creatures of the Night. This is Kurt Busiek written book with John Paul Leon, awesome artist. That's his cover art there. Doing the artwork inside. This is kind of, in my opinion, an interesting story. In a world where Batman is only a comic book character, young Bruce Wainwright is starting to feel a surprising strength and power going inside him. And after years of mourning the loss of his parents, that power feels good, intoxicating even. The question is, what use will he put it to? So it's set in the real world where Batman is a fictional character, and this kid is kind of has experienced some of Bruce Wayne's stuff, and so it's so to me it sounds like a pretty cool story. So I'm definitely picking it up. Trust the writer, great artist, just makes sense to keep getting it. So we'll roll down here to Batman White Knight, issue number 3 of 7. Of course, I'll be picking it up. In this case, I'm actually picking up 2. I'm going to pick up 2 issues. I pick up 1 copy for myself, and Disembodied Voice has a friend at work who is getting into comics and whatnot, is a big Batman, Joker, and that kind of a fan. So we're picking it up to share a copy with her also. So not even going to read the solicits to that because I just know I'm getting it. So there's my 2 copies of that. Batwoman number 10. Gonna keep picking it up. Maybe not a superb book, but I'm still enjoying it. I enjoy the character. Curious to see where Marguerite Bennett is going to take it. I've been told that like the January solicitations for the January issue, it's other creators on the book. So, but see, this says Home of Horrors Part 1. So if this is the book that's coming out, of course, January solicitations may be for February or something too. I don't know. No, that's January. January is January. So, yeah, no. Any rate, this is the Home of Horrors Part 1. After her deadly trip around the world, hunting the infamous many arms of death, Batwoman returns to Geneva, the site of her most brutal loss and memories. As the clock begins to tick, a new cycle of violence, Kate must overcome her haunted past to ensure her terrorist foes do not begin the new year with a bang. So I've been enjoying the book, so I'm gonna keep picking it up. I chose not to pick up the Black Lightning comic. I was really tempted to, but chose not to. I just kind of feel like it's gonna play too close to the TV show, and that's probably not what I want. So I chose not to pick it up. Typically, Black Lightning is a character that I would pick up and I would read, but changed my mind. Let's see here. No Blue Beetle, no Bombshells. Already got Bug. Interesting that this is out. Would be tempted to pick it up. Checkmate by Greg Rutka. It's a. I don't know if they've ever collected this in trade before, but if it is, clearly it's a new edition of that. Collects issues 1 through 12 of the whole Checkmate thing, which is cool stuff. $24.99. Of course, I get 50% off if I'm buying it. I own about half those issues, so they have volume 2 also, which I don't own those, but I'll probably collect it in back issues is probably what I'll end up doing with it. So here is Damage issue number 1. So it's one of the comics that's coming out. Chris is not telling me who it is that's actually doing it, so I'm wonder about that as far as creators go. Looks like a Tony Daniel cover. Tasked as the government's own living, breathing, ticking time bomb, Ethan retains no control when the monster takes over. Cheaper than a nuclear warhead and twice as effective, Ethan fights to rein in the damage he unleashes when the beast inside him springs free for 1 hour a day. With everyone around him in danger, Ethan struggles to contain the damage he inflicts on the DC universe. He almost looks like Killer Croc, doesn't he? Like a gray Killer Croc. Yeah, see, I just don't know that doesn't excite me in any sort of way. So give that a miss. Of course, I'm not picking up the Dark Knights metal stuff at all. Let's skip past that. Lots of figurines I'm not interested in. I will pick up this, though. This is the DC Universe Holiday Special. I pick these up every year. I just think they're fun. Oversized, goofy stories about the holidays. So it'll have a bunch of stories in it written by different people. Wonder Woman stuff in it, The Flash in it. Looks like there's Sergeant Rock in here. Teen Titans, Swamp Thing. So I'll be checking it out. I always get it. Even at 50% off, it's a $5 book, $4.99. So against my better judgment, I am picking up the Dead Man book. I say against my better judgment because Neil Adams is doing it, and for me, Neil Adams just hasn't been really a very strong creator in the last, I don't know, 5-10 years. So, but I'm going to pick it up because I'm a big Dead Man fan. And so I do like Dead Man. Deathstroke. I'm always tempted to pick up Deathstroke, but I don't. I picked it up off and on. One of those things I'll probably look at in trade. Demons Hell Is Earth. I am definitely picking it up. So written by Andrew Constant, which I do not know who that is, but the art on it is Brad Walker. So I'm excited for that. Brad Walker is a great artist. Or it says here Brad Walker and Andrew Hensey. So I don't know if that means that we're going to get two artists on the book, or they're just giving Andrew Hensey credit. Enterget and Jason Blood adapt to their new forms in the hell zone engulfing Death Valley. They find themselves in the presence of a seemingly psychic child, otherwise unaffected by the nuclear hell blast. But before they can address the mystery of the child, they must fight their way to an old champion, Madame Xanadu, who is trapped in a roadside hotel of hell. As hell continues to spew into Earth, Blood must try and contain an unhinged Etrigan, capable of harming everyone around them, including his companions. So anytime the demon's got a book out, I pick it up. Love the demon. Great stuff. Of course, Detective Comics, I'm going to pick it up. We'll see where it goes. Detective 970 and 971. Follow the Batman part 2 and 3. I'm not excited about that. So, of course, I'm getting Doom Patrol in the Young Animals bundle deal, but I always get the variant. And the variant this time is Tom Flower. They're not showing me a picture of it, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. It's the only book I pick up variants along with the regular. I do not double tip on single issues of anything. I think that the whole variant cover racket is just that, a racket, and I think it probably hurts comic book stores. The nice thing about the DC ones anyway, and some of the Marvel ones, but definitely DC ones, they're not incentive covers. The incentive covers are really, really a crock. I mean, force somebody to buy, a comic book company, comic book store to buy 50 issues of something that maybe they're not even going to sell to get that one variant that they can sell for a little bit more, to the one fan or whatever is pretty outrageous way to do business, I think. Even the variant covers I have a problem with, just because, as a physical store anyway, I don't have that problem, but physical store, you're limited on shelf space. And so if you dedicate the shelf space to things on the shelf, to a big twos regular book, and then the variant cover, that's less room for all the other comics that are out there. And there's so many other comics out there that people might pick up if they walk by and browse, and they're not going to get that if they're not going to do that if they don't, if the space is taken up by the big twos comics, it never gets on the shelf, and the shop owner, less chances of them trying something new because they've already spent their money on the variant cover that they're hoping that then you're going to turn around and spend your money on. But this is one of those times where I fold and I buy both. Typically, I won't buy a variant cover at all. I do occasionally. But yeah, I would be happy if there were no variant covers for any of the books. This is the cover. This is what it is. And like I said, typically I don't buy it. But Doom Patrol is the one comic book that I buy both, just because I own a full collection of all the Doom Patrol, from the very beginning, from the first issue that came out. And I want to keep a full collection. It's one of the things I truly collect. A lot of my other comics, it's not so much a collection as it is I buy the comics, I read them, and I don't throw them away or donate them to somebody. So that's how they end up being a collection. But the Doom Patrol stuff is something I collect, so I get both covers. I'm not reading any of the Doomsday Clock stuff. Maybe Jeff Johns it will write something magic now. It hasn't been magic to me in the past, so I'm just not interested in this. I'll read whatever comes out of it afterwards and see what that's like or whatnot. I guess if people just tell me this is the most mind-blowing whatever, then maybe I will pick it up in a trade maybe. I'm just not that interested. I mean, they're pitching it as the DC Universe Rebirth #1. This is what began in that. So I should read the rest of it, but I'm just truly not interested. So not picking it up. Excuse me. Scroll on here. I'm not picking up Green Arrow still. So Green Arrow moved to only being once a month. Is that right? Let's switch back here real quick and see. Yeah, sure enough. See, that might make me tempted to read it now. If I'm only reading it once a month, Trial of Two Cities Part 3. So I'm going to wait till the next arc hits, and I'm probably going to jump back on. I really like Green Arrow. I like the character Green Arrow. I like some of the stuff they do. That is was having a hard time getting behind the twice a month. And if the story was there, it felt like it was being stretched out to be twice a month. So, okay. Pass by the Harlequin stuff. So Harley Quinn in the Gotham City Sirens omnibus. It's funny that they're selling it that way, because it's not. I mean, she's part of it, but interesting. But I know Harley, the name sells. So, alrighty. So we are on to Hellblazer, which I've been struggling with. It's been having some hard times. Issue number 17 has a different writer on it though. Written by Richard Cadre. So I'm gonna check it out. I love this cover. Cover is by Jesus Marino. Yeah, I just love that. That's a cool cover. Love the shirt he's wearing and stuff. Artist is David with an E. Fabry. So the Bardotto Score Part 2. Things never end well for John Constantine and his investigation into Kat's Malloy's death is no exception. He couldn't save Pirate Jenny either, and he barely escaped a deadly confrontation of his own. So why has San Francisco put a big smile on his face? So I'll be checking it out. New writer, so we'll see where the story is going to go, if they can get a handle on a decent and rich Constantine story. Kind of hoping that they do. Hasn't been that. I thought maybe that Tim Seeley would give us that. Wasn't really feeling the Tim Seeley thing, so yeah. Okay, so we'll get down here to the Mortal Men number 1. Which is another one. Oh, boy, it's a Jim Lee cover, isn't it? Can't tell. Not really excited about that cover though. So this is another one of those new comics that's coming out. So The End of Forever Part 1. There's a secret history to the DC universe of heroes who have protected humanity from the shadows since the dawn of time and who can live forever. And to the Immortal Men, a team headed by an immortal man has waged a secret war against the House of Conquest for countless years. But Conquest has dealt a devastating blow. With their base of operation known as the Campus is savagely attacked, the Mortal Men must seek out their last hope, an emerging metahuman known as Caden Park. Caden's emerging powers may be able to ensure the Immortal Men's survival, but will Conquest get to him first? Does not sound that interesting. I don't know what any of that's about. So probably going to give that a miss too. Not getting the Jetsons. Justice League is still Brian Hitch writing, so I'm not picking that up yet. At some point, Justice League is going to be taken over by other people. I'm going to jump back on Justice League and see if I can get into some Justice League. Not getting Justice League of America. The final issue, thank God, final issue of the Commandy Challenge. Looking forward to having it done. I have not been enjoying it, but I'm picking it up so I have the full collection because I guess I am a collector after I just got done saying I'm more of a reader. I guess I am a collector in that case anyway. So Mr. Miracle, surely getting it. I'm going to pick up the Mitch Dreads cover. You know, I said don't. I'm not digging. I'm not digging variant covers. I like his covers better because his covers match the feel of the comic on the inside. So I'm sticking with that. I've been picking up new Superman. I kind of heard that maybe this was the last issue at one point, but now maybe not. Maybe there's going to be more. Reading the solicit here. Don't miss the thrilling concluding chapter to see where this adventure ends and where the next begins. So we'll see what that is. Just really been enjoying Jean Liu Yang's writing on this version of this character. Totally new character. I wasn't sure exactly what the whole Chinese Superman was going to be like, and I've just really had a lot of fun with it. It's been a really, really enjoyable to read. So not getting Nightwing anymore. The double ship just kind of drug for me. I am picking up Ragman, big Ragman fan. Not totally keen on the new design of Ragman, but I love Inca Miranda's artwork on the inside. Gilliam March covers is also pretty awesome. So clearly pick this up. It's a 6-issue miniseries. So on that, Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue number 17. Of course, I'll be picking this up. So it looks like we do get the Outlaws versus the Suicide Squad, because the Suicide Squad's just got to stick themselves everywhere, I guess. So this is part 4 of the Bizarro Reborn stuff. So clearly be checking it out. Not Rough and Ruddy Show. Scooby-Doo. Not reading the Scooby-Doo stuff. And here's the Silencer. This is the other one of the whole new books that's out. Oh boy. Okay, so Code of Honor Part 1. She's one of the DC Universe's deadliest assassins, and you've never heard of her. Super strong, highly trained, armed with devastating and stealthy metahuman abilities, Silencer is virtually invincible, or at least she was, after decades as Leviathan's chief assassin. Honor a guest puts in her time and managed to get out with her skin intact. Now she lives a normal life with a normal family in a normal house on a normal street. But the past has come back to haunt her in the form of an old employer and a deadly new mission. And Talia al Ghul won't take no for an answer. Yeah, probably not. No, I'm just going to skip all those. Not going to get any of them. Just not that interested, I guess. So, not doing Suicide Squad. Looks like Tony S. Daniels is on art for it, at least for an issue. Definitely getting Super Sons. I don't know why there's no cover art for Super Sons, but I'll definitely pick it up. So my favorite DC Comics. It's just a lot of fun and a good laugh. And the two boys just work really well together, and they put off a really good vibe, and it just makes it a lot of fun. It's a very fun comic for me to read. So. Not going to be reading Supergirl still. I don't think anything's really changed there for me as far as that goes. Be picking up Superman. It's all part of the Imperialist Lex storyline. 36, love that cover. That's a cool cover. Him sitting there on the throne, on Darkseid's throne. What's it all going to be about? Looking forward to that. Checking out and reading that. Superman number 37s is the Sons of Tomorrow. What is that? Super Sons of Tomorrow Part 1, a 4-part crossover between Superman, Super Sons, and the Teen Titans. Boo. The Batman of Tomorrow travels to the present to prevent a cataclysm disaster before it happens, revealing that Superboy will soon be responsible for the death of millions, but Superman will do anything to protect his son. And the Batman of Tomorrow is unwavering and is resolved to take down the Boy of Steel. Don't miss a clash of titanic proportions in the opening chapter of this game-changing story. Ugh, I don't know. I mean, I may have to pick up some Titans books because I'm going to pick that up. Not picking up Superwoman. I hear Superwoman is ending in January, so no need for that. And there it is, Teen Titans #5. It's part of the whole Super Sons of Tomorrow. It's the part 3 of it. So I guess I'll be picking it up just to get the full story. Boo, hiss. Oh, I was getting the Trinity. I'm not getting the Trinity anymore. It's just not, it's not worked out to be the book that I wanted it to be, I guess, or something. You know, I am kind of tempted by this just because it's a kind of a Christmassy kind of one, but not gonna get it. So here's the Vigilante Southland trade. This was supposed to be 6 issues. They canceled it at issue 4, 3 or 4, I think. So we never got the full story. This is how you get, this paperback collects a 6-issue miniseries, including issues 4 through 6, which had never been published in print before, which sucks. So we basically got screwed out of, out of getting those in singles. So I don't plan on picking up the trade. I don't think that's a reward there. So yeah. Anyway, of course, going to pick up Wildstorm. Great looking cover there. Wildstorm #10. It's just been a really good book. Warren Ellis written, John Davis Hunt artwork. Good stuff. So pick it up. Wasn't really excited by the first issue of Wildstorm, Michael Cray. I'm going to keep getting it for now. Get 3 or 4 issues just to make sure that isn't going to show me anything. Just to see what it ends up being like now that it's been established, and I'll kind of go from there. Wonder Woman, issue 36 and 37. I'm not picking up Wonder Woman. I'm dropping it. So it's the Children of the God. It'd be part 4. I'm not even going to finish the storyline because I'm not enjoying it. I didn't enjoy the issue I just read all that much. And I hear that James Robinson is going on to write the next arc, because I was going to ride this arc out and then see what the next arc was going to be. The next arc of Wonder Woman is still going to be written by James Robinson, still has some of the same characters in it, and I am just not interested in that stuff at all. Get back to me when you start telling Wonder Woman stories as opposed to all this other stuff, and Wonder Woman just kind of gets drug along through the through the story, and she's not actually part of the story. I just do not care for that at all. So done with DC Comics. I do not look at anything in the Dynamic Forces. Typically don't look at Dynamite Entertainment, but I guess I'll look at it today. Just kind of a quick look over to see if there's something there that grabs me. Well, one of the things that grabs me is the Barbarella comic, and I just can't. I mean, I don't know, guilty pleasure, if there is such a thing as guilty pleasure. I actually really like the Barbarella movie. So I'm probably going to pick this up. I just got to figure out. So I'm not picking up the variant. That variant's a $50 variant cover at 35% off. Yikes. But I'm not a see, this Barbarella, this is written by Mike Carey, so I'm interested as far as that goes. This is the first American version of the comic, I think, because it was always written by a French person before, but so I don't know what they're getting out of it. But this cover artist is Kenneth Rockforth, and I've always kind of hot and cold on his work. I love the design of this, for instance, but I'm just not. This is the A cover. This is the B cover, which I like it because this looks like a traditional, 60s sci-fi novel cover. Really like it for that kind of thing to it. This is Joe Jusko, Jusko, is doing the cover for this one. That's probably the one I'm going to go with. Let's see. Here is the C variant. This cover is by Joseph Michael Lensner, and I don't care for it really much at all. So not interested in that one. It's my least favorite of them. And then this one is Robert Hack is doing the cover for this one, which, yeah, that one's okay. But I really like the B one. So I'm going to go with the B one. I'm going to pick up the Barbarella. Partially out of nostalgia's sake as far as liking the movie, and I'm suspect I won't be on it for very long. But you know, yeah, I guess you never know. It may have the right something in it. So, oh well, see, here's the E cover. This is Annie Wu, which I do love. I just wish it wasn't just a close up. But I do like Annie Wu. I like Annie Wu's art a lot as far as that goes. So, and then here's the F version. See, this is ridiculous. Look at this. This is the oh, so this is what the art inside might look like. Oh boy, I'm not terribly excited by that artwork, because this is the Kenna Yarar, sure. That's their cover. Not super excited by that one. Here is the Valentine DeLandro cover. I think Valentine DeLandro is the guy who does the art for Bitch Planet, I think. Here's the H variant cover. Holy crap. This is Veronica Fish, who I'm a fan of Veronica Fish's artwork also. I do kind of like that one. That's a traditional Barbarella type cover for kind of lounging across the universe. Pretty good. And then this is the Robert Castro version of it. Kind of like that one. Still sticking to the one that I've got. There's actually a J cover, which classic risque incentive cover. And the cover is by Jean-Claude Forest. And of course, we're not getting to see it. I don't know if that's because it's risque or what. It's $22. Then, of course, there's quote unquote virgin covers where you don't have the titles on them and stuff. And they're $60, $120. They're super expensive. So, yeah, not getting any of those. Betty Page stuff, I'm not interested in. There's a ton of variant covers to those. Some Bob's Burgers. Some Game of Thrones stuff. Let's see what else we got. Some hack and slash. Do the James Bond. Like I said, normally there isn't stuff in the Dynamite that I'm typically interested in, but occasionally there is. So occasionally I do thumb through it. I don't hear people talk about Red Sonja anymore. So I don't know if it's dropped in what, you know, in people's eyes as far as what they like or not, or what, or just the fact it's just not the thing to talk about right now. Lots of covers for the Shadow. That's, yeah, all incentive covers. I'm not picking up the Shadow and Batman as much as I did enjoy the Batman and the Shadow. Just decided not to continue on with that kind of story. Curious to see if Mike Sergeant America, he picks it up, and we'll get him on the round table again maybe, and he can tell us about it. So let's see. Like I said, I don't think there's anything that I'm checking out. I hear there's going to be a new Vampirella, or at least new creative people on Vampirella. She gets a girlfriend or something. Might be interesting. So we're going to go on to the IDW. See what that has to say there. Let me get a drink here real quick. I know I do pick up some IDW books, I'm pretty sure. Because it's like the Kid Lobotomy and whatnot. I know for sure I'm picking up. 30 Days of Night. Is that a retelling, or are they just reprinting it or something? Not sure. Kind of interesting. I'm not picking up the Assassinistas. It's Tina Howard written and Gabriel Hernandez book. And I don't know. Something about it's not grabbing me. Not sure what it is. At any rate, Dominic Prince and The Semester Abroad, part 1 of 6. Dominic Price. It says Price here. It says Prince up above and Price here. I don't know, whichever it is a college-age kid who wants to spend the semester making out with his boyfriend. Taylor, in between rounds of Turbo Light Fighter and maintaining a solidly passable 3.2 GPA. His mom, Octavia, formerly a badass action movie quality bounty hunter, didn't pay his tuition because she had to get back in the business and spend $40K on black market weapons and body armor. And she's bringing Dominic with her because the alternative is making lattes for a semester and he'd rather die. Good thing in mom's line of work, dying is an option. It's a Kill Bill story in a Venture Brothers world, or better yet, fun home taking place on the backdrop of The Expendables. So I don't know. I'm just not, as much as I want to check out the Black Crown stuff, I'm just not feeling it. I guess if people's minds are blown, I'll try and figure out how to get a copy. I'm just not, I don't know, something about it I'm just not super excited about. So I'm not going to get it. Let's see here. What else we got? But I'm inclined to check out most of the other Black Crown stuff that's going to be coming out. There's something about that one that is not totally feeling it. So let's see. Gumball, Half Past Danger, Infinite Loop, Nothing But the Truth. It's been okay. It hasn't been as exciting as the original one was. So, but I'm going to pick it up. Only got a few more issues left of it, so I'll continue on with it. You know, maybe just the first issue wasn't super exciting for me, but I like the characters in it. Kind of like the world, so we'll see where that goes. So, Kid Lobotomy just came out this week. It's a comic book, one of the books I'm looking forward to getting. So it's a Peter Milligan written, Tess Flower artwork on it. So Lost in Fraz, part 3 of A Lad Insane. Bury the past and it turns into a monster. Or in Kid Lobotomy's case, a disgusting cockroach man. As our troubled kid flees deeper into the lower depths to escape his sister's arrival, he encounters more mystery and confusion. Bug-on-bug sex, spontaneous combustion, and Franz Kafka are among the many dubious delights at the Suite, America's strangest hotel. Black Crown's inaugural hit series, how could it be a hit series when it just came out, but anyway, about a dysfunctional family of hotelers continues. So definitely getting it. I always try everything Milligan does. This sounds like it's a lot of fun, so look forward to checking it out. These things I'm always tempted by. These are artist editions. They're not giant. They're not oversized. Well, this one is, actually. These things are always cool. Mark Schultz. Tonic Sales, Tales. I love this era of comics, this crazy era of, despite it being, clearly, somewhat sexist with the, the babe who's not worrying much. They're fighting off dinosaurs and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, like she's shooting stuff and whatnot. I don't know. Just this kind of stuff is just really, really cool. I really would like to own the actual comics themselves. So yes. Mark Schultz delivers an epic adventure tale, one complete with romance and intrigue, collecting issues 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 of Xenotoxic Tales. I don't know how you say that. The final 6 chapters so far, with Schultz at the appeal of artistic powers. So yeah, that'd be cool, but it's $118.75. Yikes. But cheaper than trying to buy all the original page art, I guess, right? My Little Pony stuff continues on. Some Optimus Prime stuff. Orphan Black. See, they do lots of properties, properties they own and whatnot. So ROM. And Samurai Jack, Quantum Jack. I am picking up the Samurai Jack, Quantum Jack stuff. It's been fun. I am picking up the Warwick Cadwell covers for it because it matches the art on the inside of the book, and that's my preference generally. I think that is it for IDW books that I typically would pick up. But we'll scroll through the rest of this, the Star Trek. See what else is. Star Wars. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. More Transformer stuff. Uncle Scrooge. Uncle Scrooge is on issue 33. Man. Kind of awesome. Kind of awesome. And that is it. That is it for the IDW stuff. So we're going to roll on to Image books. Which, of course, there's always all kinds of Image books to buy, right? So they're reprinting American Flag at Image Comics. Interesting. Not picking up Angelic. First issue just really did nothing for me, so I'm going to leave that alone. Of course, you pick up Birthright. Birthright's just been a great book. Not particularly impressed with that cover, though. Oh, it's supposed to be an old, worn-out photo album. Okay, that's why it looks the way it does. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun with Birthright, so definitely be picking it up. No new Bitch Planet stuff, just trades. Black Cloud #6 comes out. Looking forward to this being back. I really enjoyed. By the time I got to the end of the first arc of Black Cloud, I was really digging it a bunch. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this is. Love the Hinkle artwork, but I see that this has got different artists on it. The artist is Paul Rainwand with great color by Matt Wilson. So I don't know, because the cover art is Hinkle, pretty sure. So that's kind of a bummer. It's going to change art. Independent books, when they change art, it's a lot harder to consume, in my opinion, just because, visually, that's a lot of what comic books are. And whereas the big two, we've been conditioned, or at least I've been conditioned over all the years I've been reading them, when an artist changes, it's no big deal. But because it happens. But with books that the artist has put their stamp on a style, it makes it hard to consume it otherwise. But I'm going to try it out anyway, just because I'm curious as what's next with it. What's going on with Frank, what's going on with Zelda. Curious about all those things. So I will keep getting it for now. Of course, I'll be picking up Black Science, and of course I'll get the Matteo Scalera cover, issue number 34. Just great stuff. Part 4 of this Extinction is the Rule story arc. Black Science has just continued to be great stuff for me. New book, Bonehead. Right off the bat, doesn't excite me. The Mask is Who You Are. In a near future, a sprawling megalopolis sees the rise of the Boneheads, parkour gangs that use neural-linked helmets to augment their abilities and live for the thrill of physical risk. As a gang war threatens to tear the city apart, a mysterious Bonehead rises, a man with no past that might be the key to saving the city from the future. Writer Brian Hill, Postal, and artist Ronald Marcurlius. Marvel's Contest of Champions comes a story about technologically and human evolution. No. As much as I like near future stories, that doesn't do anything for me. Copperhead. Of course, pick up Copperhead. It's been a fun story. Continue to really enjoy it. I wish that Scott Golinsky would come back and do the art. It's not going to happen, but that's okay. Drew Moss is getting better all the time, I feel like. So really enjoyed the story. So of course we're picking that up. Did not get Coyotes, so look at that. No curse words for me. Dark Fang, nope. Dead and the Dying, issue number 9 is being solicited. Shocker there, man. That book is taking forever. I'm not getting it. It seems like it takes a million years for that book to come out. So there's that. Lots of Elephant Man trades. I am picking up Evolution. Evolution, if nothing else, I'm picking it up. Interesting here because of the art. Joe Rami, I really like his artwork. He did art on I'll spit it out here in a second. Bunker, but from Oni Press, which I really liked. So something is happening to humanity across the world. What ties together a college dropout in Santa Monica and a rogue doctor in Philadelphia and a nun in the Vatican? The answer already lies dormant within you. So some sort of zombie or whatever kind of thing. So I'm picking it up solely for the art, if nothing else, and we'll see where the story takes me. Some Extremity t-shirts and whatnot, logo pins. Oh, the fix number 12. And this is where I have to try and make a decision. Not excited by, some of the creators that are on this book, but the book is really funny. And so at what point does one become too problematic for the other, I guess? I'm going to pick it up for now, but if it bugs me enough, I may end up not picking it up. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm not picking up the Glitter Palm stuff. Decided against God Complex. I am picking up the Gravediggers Union. It's Wes Craig's story from out of one of his little art books that he used to have. More importantly, also for me, is it's got Toby Cypress doing the artwork. Excuse me. Covers by Wes Craig. So I'm just really excited to check this book out and what kind of fun it's going to be. Two really visually interesting artists choosing to do a book. It's got to be a win of sorts. So looking forward to that. Let me take a drink of my tea. And here's more hack and slash. I think this is the new hack and slash stuff. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Headlopper, of course, I am going to pick up. I will pick up the regular cover. The Andrew Clean cover is what I typically pick up. This is an okay cover. It's the one I'm going to read. This one's pretty awesome looking. Just because it's a different version of it, but it's This cover artist is Skinner. Skinner and Alex Zirit. It's just, wow, it's really bright. Gets your attention. Then there's all the Image First stuff, which I can skip over. Anything I've been kind of interested in, I've clearly picked up as it's gone along. Some Invincible stuff. T-shirts and pins and Lazarus X, plus 66, number 6, the final of that. Definitely going to pick it up. It's been really good as a side story to the regular Lazarus plot. It's been enjoyable. Definitely picking up Mastros. I haven't read issue number 1 yet. It actually comes. It's one of the books I should have gotten today. Just looking at that cover art, tells me that I want to read it, solely for that. The cover art is the art on the inside, and the artist is also the person writing the book. So looking for that. Great colors by Dave Stewart. Most powerful spell in creation has been stolen. The Book of Remaking allows its user to recreate reality in their own image. And the new Mastro is the only one who can open it. Now the thieves are coming for him. Wiley's reign might be a short one because he's just become the Mastros. And so, yeah, very much looking forward to reading that. Ooh, this is kind of cool. The Monstrous Eye logo. I like the Monstrous book. That's kind of a cool shirt. Nice and simple. Monstrous eye patch pins. You get the cat with an eye patch. That's kind of fun and a pin. And some of the other kitties. Oh, there's the Monstrous, to quote the poets. Quote the poets, we're fucked. It's a pin. So I kind of appreciate that pin. So yeah, that's kind of fun too. Let's see. Some Motor Crush stuff. I'm not reading Motor Crush anymore. I have to look over my list real quick. I can't remember if I decided to pick up. I don't think I did. No, I did not pick up the number 1 with a bullet, so skipping over that. Here it is, in case you're interested in what number 1 with a bullet is. From computer to car, from state to street, the number 1 fan draws near. Meanwhile, Nash learns what the other side of 140 characters feels like as she picks up the pieces to a life post-privacy. So clearly something happens to her privacy. Written by Jacob Seman and art by George Corona. So besides something about issue 1 didn't interest me enough, so I did not pick it up. The Outcast stuff. Of course, we clearly pick up Paper Girls. It is just a wonderful, wonderful book. The Future Invades. That's all there is for solicitations, and it's all I need for solicitations to be picking it up. So this is another new book, it looks like, called Paradiso. The midnight event forever changed the world. Now, centuries later, Jack Crizin arrives on the outskirts of Paradiso City, haunted by fragments of childhood memories, in possession of a mysterious device, one with the power to change the destiny of the living, breathing metropolis, the people who dwell within, and the guardians who strive for and against it. Ram V is the writer, art by Dev Permank and Deborah Kelly. Just don't know. There's not enough there for me to know whether I want to jump into it. Oh, Christian Ward cover. That's pretty awesome. but I am going to skip it and hope that it wasn't a mistake. Let's see. I'm going to go back here real quick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to skip it. I am getting Port Earth. Getting Port Earth solely, if nothing else, for the Andre Muti artwork. He did the Rebel work, and so curious to see what he does doing space as opposed to Revolutionary War, because his Revolutionary War stuff was really, really good, really rich. All the vegetation, all that kind of stuff was really well done, really well rendered. So aliens have come to Earth with a business deal, a spaceport on our planet. Now Earth security agents are hunting down a dangerous rogue alien who's broken loose on the California coast. But one agent's personal feelings about Earth's deal with the aliens may push him to defy protocols and threaten the mission. Like I said, mostly checking it out for the art at this point. Hopefully this story ends up reading cool also. Postal trades, pretty deadly trades, profit trades. Not reading The Realm. Redlands #5. Yes. Oh, well, there she is on the cover. We were worried about in issue 3 whether or not this character was dead. Hopefully that means that she's not. Written and colored by Jolie Belair, and Vanessa Del Rey is doing the rest of the artwork. The pencils and stuff with it. A new woman has entered the Redland Covenant, but the catch is she's dead. Oh shit, she is dead. While Casper goes on an adventure to find the stranger's killer, the witches of Redland are left alone with their own problems. The dead never stay buried. Bummer that she's gone. If she's gone, she's really cool. I really liked her in this last issue. But definitely looking forward to continuing to read that. I've been enjoying it. So, and there's also a Redneck Pride shirt, which I know people who probably get amusing out of this thing. I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm fucking immortal. That's kind of a fun shirt. More Redneck shirts. Read the Redneck book. So, Retcon issue 404. Clearly picking this up to end it. I'm enjoying it. I like the kooky, weird story. I love Toby Cypress's artwork, so clearly I pick up the 4th one to read it and check it out how it is. Rock Stars issue #10. I have been enjoying this. It's been fun. On the nail. As far as some of the heavy metal of this storyline goes, but it's still been fun. We'll see how this arc ends. I think this is the end of an arc. We'll see where it goes. This exploration into rock and roll and the mythos around different forms of rock and roll and whatnot. So, yeah, good stuff. Of course, I'm going to pick up Royal City, the Jeff Lemire book. I am picking up the regular covers. I decided against the covers that are they're like 90s covers, like this one. This is the whole it's a an homage to the whole album. So yeah, I'm not picking those up. So the new Rumble starts out. So this is Rumble. So I'm not sure why it's called Rumble #1. So I'm a bit confused on that aspect of it. I love Rumble. Rumble, used to have James Herring doing the artwork on it. Now Dave Rubin is doing the artwork on it. I love Dave Rubin, so I'm okay with that. It's just one of those books where you get used to. It's an independent book. It's established for I don't know what 3 trades worth of Rumble books. James Herring is the creator. He's the artist. It's his style. It's his look. And then we get new artists to come in. And I think Rubin will use some of the elements of the original story, but clearly he has to do his own thing with it. So we'll see what that ends up being like. I'm just curious, though, why it's Rumble #1. I mean, because there's, I don't know how to put, it'd be interesting to see how that gets cataloged. But anyway, that's a Rubin cover. There's also a Vignola cover, which is, of course, is tempting because because it's Ignola and I love Ignola. Yeah, curious as to why it's called, because they're both called Rumble. I mean, here's the trade. Here's the trade. The first trade of Rumble. So you haven't been reading Rumble, you should pick it up. It's a gorgeous eye candy, and kind of a fun story. But definitely 2 trades worth of set to pick up and whatnot. So Saga is in trades right now. This will be their part of their break. Looks like you can get a Gus shirt now. Just Gus's face, which is kind of fun. And you can get a Sweet Boy pin. Spoilers, but Sweet Boy is now a rug. There's a villain that killed him and turned him into a rug. Horrible, but fun. So Saga volumes. Great comic. Can't believe it. If you're not reading Saga, would love to know why, because it is pretty amazing stuff. So Secret Identity, Shudder. There we go. Sleepless. This is the new book by the artist from Shudder, Leila Del Ladunca. This is the new book that she is doing the artwork on. Sarah Vaughn is writing it. It's kind of a fantasy romance. I'm not sure what else. We'll read this list that's here and see what it says. Lady Poppy Pinion is guarded by the sleepless night, Syrian. But danger is around every corner once the new king is coronated. Right, Sarah Vaughn from Alex and Ada, Internal Empire, and artist Dale Duncan from Shudder and Afar. Team up with editor, colorist Alicia Salsha, and letterer blah blah blah. Darren Bennett for this new fantasy romance, and I'm gonna pick it up because I keep saying, hey, I'd love to see more of this type of comic, so I'm gonna pick it up and check it out and see what it's like. Yeah, slots. I'm not picking up slots. I got issue 1. I'll end up with issue 2. I'll go hunt this down if issue 2 suddenly blows my mind. Issue 1 was, right, but not anything that really got me excited enough to keep picking it up. And I just order enough comics as it is that I'm okay with, dropping some of this stuff a little earlier if I'm not just really enthralled with it. Lots of Spawn stuff. Stray Bullets. Clearly, you pick up Stray Bullets. Everybody should read Stray Bullets. It's one of those things that's just great. Bumbling bullets and bottles bring old enemies back together and together again. So there's Critch there with his broken necrotic zombie hand that he has because he's partially paralyzed trying to get it to work, I would assume. Just great stuff, great dark stuff. So yeah. I haven't been reading the throwaways, but I'm happy to see that it's on number 10, the throwaways, because I like Catelyn Kittredge. This comic just wasn't what I was interested in reading. So, but I'm happy to see that it's continuing along, that somebody's reading it, whatever. So that's cool. Let's see. Walking Dead stuff. There'll be lots of Walking Dead stuff. Lots of shirts, socks. That's crazy. They're socks. Pens. Pens seem to be a new thing, right? That's a new thing that people are collecting now, quite a bit of. So, of course, I'm going to get the Wicked and Divine one-shot. This is the second printing. This is the Wicked and Divine one-shot. That is the to look this over because I don't want to screw up and get something. I think I already have this. God City, nothing is forever, be it man, God, or empire, but that doesn't mean you have to quietly join us as Lucifer refuses to fiddle with the Roman Empire. Yeah, see, this is a one I've already seen. November 18, 2017, though. But I could have sworn that I'll have to check that out. So try and decide here. I'm going to jump into my, so sorry for this delay. I'm going to jump into my app here and see if I have. Yeah, see, I have that. Wicked and Divine. 455 AD. So these must be reprints or Discount Comic Book Service has extra. So this is the Wicked and Divine Christmas Annual, which I will pick up. We'll be picking that up. Wicked and Divine, all the Wicked and Divine trades. I'm sure this book reads awesome in trades. I'm a singles guy as a general rule, so. Which blade is starting up again? And it's tempting. Because here's another Caitlin Ketteridge book. So, I mean, part of that is tempting. But I just don't know. Which blade is problematic? You know, it originally always came across to me as kind of a, you know, a comic book skin book more than anything. So, I don't know. You hear about somebody else talk about it and figure out whether or not I can pick it up again. So I guess is how I'm going to look at that. So that is it for Image Comics. Now we're going to crawl through the Marvel books, which will be kind of a struggle because there's only a few Marvel books I'm getting, and sometimes it's hard to find them. So we'll see how that all works out, especially with the whole legacy thing in here too, amongst other stuff. So, okay, I know I'm not getting any amazing Spider-Man stuff, so I can pretty well scroll past all of it. I wish America was my thing. It's just kind of not. Actually, it is my thing. I just don't think it's written well, and it has nothing to do with the subject matter or whatnot. It just, when it jumps from scene to scene the way it does it, I just don't think it does as good a job as what I want it to. So, Black Bolt. We're definitely doing the Black Bolt. We went the regular cover. Black Bolt has been excellent. Oh, look at that Christian Ward cover there. Black Bolt above the guillotine, and the guillotine looks like his a symbol on his head. So, the Midnight King returns to Earth. So, very excited for that. Part 1. After months of off-world, the former Inhuman King Black Bolt returns to Earth to find judgment awaiting him. In his absence, the Inhumans were rounded up, imprisoned, and now struggle to maintain their fragile democracy. But someone must pay the price for the horrors they've endured. Will Black Bolt survive his people's wrath? I don't know, but I'm going to find out. I've been digging it. Ooh, lots of variant covers on that. Not doing Cable or Captain Marvel or Daredevil for that matter. Man, this is going to be a long hangout. You people are hanging with me this whole way. I'm impressed. Defenders, Deadpool. No. Doctor Strange. I am going back to reading Doctor Strange. Donna Cates on it. Gabriel Hernandez Wanda doing the artwork. Loki in it. All stuff that sounds cool to me. So I'm jumping on that. Let's see. Generations X. Guardians of the Galaxy. New. All right, look at that. So here's a variant cover. Guardians of the Galaxy issue 150, remastered classic variant. So the cover art is by Aaron Kruger. $2,500. Here's another one that's a Guardians of the Galaxy 150 remastered classic black and white variant cover, $5,000. They only print one of those or something? That's nuts. But I guess you got the money, rock it, right? So, Hawkeye issue 13, Legacy Special Discount. Let's see. So, Family Reunion Part 1. Of course, I'm picking this up. And I'm picking it up with the regular cover because I love the regular covers. Can Ellie really handle 2 Hawkeyes? Just as Kate reaches out to ask for Clint's help with finding her dead mother, Clint shows up needing help of his own. An unknown party is gunning for him. And it kicks off a chase across Los Angeles with 2 Hawkeyes trying to stay one step ahead, fully alive with minimal property damage. Well, okay, moderate property damage. So, very much looking forward to this. Kelly Thompson's been writing a great Hawkeye, favorite of the Marvel books that are coming out right now. So, yeah, super cool. Looking forward to that. Incredible Hulk is back. Let's see. Inhumans. Invincible Iron Man. Iron Fist. Love this cover. This cover for Luke Cage. 68. That is a cool cover. Or a spelunking kind of a thing going on. I'm not reading it, but that's a cool cover. The Marvel 2-in-1 starts. Written by Chip Skardowski. It's like part of the Fantastic Four, but not the whole Fantastic Four. Mighty Thor. Moon Knight. I'm not picking up the Moon Knight. They didn't they didn't renumber Ms. Marvel, which is kind of nice. So I look forward to checking out Ms. Marvel with a red dagger. See what ends up coming up of that. Phoenix Resurrection, Return of Jean Grey. No. I despise that character. Just not interested at all. Not reading Punisher. Royals, I think that's really it. I'm just kind of scrolling through here to see what else is going on. In case there's something magical I'm missing of the Marvel stuff. I don't think so, but occasionally I'm wrong. I don't remember seeing anything that was coming out that I'd be all interested. I'm not interested in any of the Star Wars stuff. Like Star Wars just fine. Just don't want to read comics about it, I guess. Tales of Suspense, number 100. Oh, never mind. Springing from the pages of Secret Empire. Oh, I'm done. Even though it's got Black Widow in it. And a million variant covers for that too. Yikes. Okay, this is a great variant cover for an Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, where she's Galactus and the squirrel is Silver Surfer. That's awesome. I mean, like I said, Forbidden Plan Nut, Part 1. Get it? Plan Nut. That's awesome. That's funny. You don't like funny comics, just stay away from it. No reason to complain about it. That is really cool, though. I love all those covers, actually. That's a lot of fun. Hmm. 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 May have to, may end up getting that. Giving some serious thought there. Weapon X, X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold. Whoa, a second here. X-Men Grand Design. Do I pick up X-Men Grand Design? So, X-Men Grand Design. The cool thing about it is it's from Eisner Award-winning creator Ed Piskor. So, Hip Hop Family Tree comes a thrilling new series chronicling all of the X-Men's history. X-Men Grand Design stitches together the most important moments of the mutant history, creating a comprehensive narrative celebrating the X-Men's past, present, and future. First in a trilogy, Grand Design returns to Charles Xavier's assembly of Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Iceman, Angel, and Beast, a must for fans looking to brush up on their X-Men lore or just jump on point the Marvel's Merry Mutants. See, but that's the problem. I'd love this as a like a new thing, but kind of have the retro look and feel to it. But if it's just going to retread a lot of what I already know, I'm just not that, that interested. So I'm not going to get it. As much as that looks cool, I'm not going to pick it up. So we'll look at Valiant titles really quickly just to see what's there. If there's anything that's screaming for me to that I need. There's some interesting stuff. I just not sure exactly what. So here is a winter special, Face Winter Special. Marguerite Sauvage is doing the entire thing. I am going to pick it up just to see what it's like, her writing too. So yeah, we'll see what that ends up being like. I like the character. Her going under the whole force thing or whatnot, I hear has not been as good. So that's kind of a bummer. And I didn't want to read about her fighting everything in the universe. I just wanted to that. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the other, which is kind of a random, smaller studio kind of stuff. I'm going to scroll past a lot of stuff. Go to Aftershocks Comics. It's something I know I'm interested in. Clearly, I'll pick up Animosity. More stuff with the bees. This hive mind of bees are kind of their own thing, like all the animals, they can talk and whatever. And so curious to see how that plays out. New Aftershocks comic I'm not going to pick up, I don't think, just because I'm not sold on Justin Jordan being a writer as a whole. There's a hidden nation, a nation of magic and madness, one that exists in all the forgotten spaces, your basement, your attic, your haunted house, down the street. Any one of those might be part of the backways. And America lost someone in the backways, and she'll stop at nothing, big capitals, to get them back, even if it means unleashing something unimaginable. I am picking up Brilliant Trash. It's a Tim Seeley book. Tim Seeley, Priscilla Petrus is doing the art as I kill all these people's names. Reluctant Reporter, Kennedy Avis finds herself in the clutches of the God Hackers, a group of teenagers attempting to jailbreak their own bodies in a pursuit of superhuman powers. The key to human evolution now flows through Kennedy's veins. What lengths will they go to get back her head? A sci-fi superhuman epic from Tim Seeley, writer Revival and Grayson, and the breakout sensation of Priscilla Petrus. And I'm going to get that. I got issue 1. Plan on sticking on it for a little bit. Yeah, I didn't write that down in my book, but I know I got it. Picking up Fujitsu. It was just kind of a fun, goofy book, so I'll keep getting it. There's this Monstro Mechanica that I'm probably not going to pick up. I thought it seems somewhat interesting, but I'm not sure on it. Written by Paul Eller, artist Chris Evanhis. New series starring Leonardo da Vinci, his female apprentice, and their wooden robot. It's the height of the Renaissance, where fractions vie for control of Leonardo da Vinci's destructive arsenal. The only thing standing in their way is Leonardo's young apprentice and her 9-foot-tall mechanical bodyguard. Together, they navigate the world of wicked men and war machines, determined to save Leonardo from the world and the world from Leonardo. So yeah. And that is it for Aftershocks Comics. Let's see here. I'll scroll through and see what else is grabbing me. We'll go to Black Mask. I don't. And there's something here that I'm going to get. So the problem with Black Mass to me is they don't produce their comic in a consistent fashion. And so that makes it kind of a bummer, as far as that goes. So, probably if Rez was here, she'd be telling me I need to check out the Devil Dew's first comic stuff, but I'm going to skip over it. This keeps me from adding a ton of stuff to my list. Check out Oni Press. See if there's anything new there. The Damned, clearly picking it up. Just really enjoy Colin Budd and Brian Hurt together on whatever they're doing. So clearly pick that up. Not into Invader Zim, so I can skip over that. That is that for, and we'll quickly click over to Titan Books. Hasn't been anything from Titan recently that I've been really that interested in getting. But we'll scroll through. Lots of things like Dark Souls stuff and Doctor Who stuff. Largely what a lot of their work is. We'll scroll through here real quick just to see. See, they got a Mass Effect Andromeda thing too. It's amazing how many different comic book companies own some of the same content, it seems. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's screaming, get me. So, I think I am done with my comics, done with my ordering. So that be it. If you sat through this, good for you, I guess. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for letting me, get my comics, and hopefully I get my comics tomorrow. And I'll be on Comic Roundtable. We'll talk some comics. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody, and catch you whenever next is next.